Welcome back everyone. With the recent announcement of the 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing, I've been itching to get into some mech action. Although there are a few Gundam games on Steam, none of them really caught my attention. One of the closest games to Gundam without actually being a Gundam game is Armored Core and the MechWarrior franchise. Both share tons of similarities and can give off that red comic vibe depending on how you paint your mech. Armored Core 6 is probably one of the best mech games out there right now and gives off Gundam vibes like crazy. But I want to focus something a bit more grounded and less Dark Soulsy, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, and why you need to try it. The game offers a lot to do, a short but solid campaign, and the endless chaos of a sandbox-style career mode. You can travel across different sectors of the galaxy, each controlled by a rival faction. Whether you're raiding bases, escorting convoys, or just blasting anything with a heat signature, there's a mission for every mood. Want instant carnage? Jump into instant action. Prefer long haul? Career mode will eat hours of your life. And with all the DLCs currently, it adds even more new missions, mechs, and entire campaigns. One moment you're stomping around like the king of the battlefield, unstoppable, untouchable, then the game reminds you you're not in an anime. Suddenly you're overheating, limping on one leg, watching your mech disintegrate while your squad mate runs face first into a laser. The combat is punishing, but fair, most of the time. Long range builds make you feel like a sniper god. Lighter mechs are fast, but basically mosquitoes with guns. The sound and the visual effects will truly have you glued into your chair, into the action, or twitching on the ground from an epileptic seizure. And that's the beauty of MechWarrior 5. It punishes ignorance, but rewards smart play. Unlike the twitchy chaos of Armored Core 6, combat here is deliberate and tactical. With over 50 mech types and 200 plus variants, you can build to your playstyle. Loadouts are customizable within limits, and you can easily lose hours perfecting your setup, along with also painting your mech. You can also recruit AI pilots to fight alongside with you, sometimes helpful, sometimes not. Rather than beating a dead horse, they injected said horse with performance enhancement drugs with each DLC released for this game. The DLC adds more mission types, mechs to the roster, along with new maps and factions as well. With the new DLC, Shadow of Kirin Sky, which is by far one of my favorites, it adds 12 campaign-style missions you can explore. The other DLCs are good and add some flavor to the game, but the main base game has enough content to explore before you even want to touch any of the DLCs. My personal recommendation is Shadow of Kirin Sky, which I mentioned previously. Solaris Showdown brings gladiator-style arena battles, and Dragon's Gambit, which also adds 15 new missions and also a mech variant. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries truly stands out, but there are some things that this game can do better on. Unfortunately, although the base game has plenty of content, it will eventually become repetitive fast unless you own the DLCs. And speaking of the DLCs, some of them add little to no real content. Don't get me wrong, I own every single one and enjoy them, but when it comes down to its price, it's a bit expensive, even for the ones I recommended. It's almost like purchasing missing pieces to a puzzle. And also the bot's AI is pretty bad in most cases. If you're going against lower tier enemies with weak mechs, you can easily steamroll them, and they have a suicidal tendency to rush in, but so does your squad mates. Your squad mates are usually getting in your way or shooting at you from behind because the enemy ran past you. But with all that being said, the game is chaotically fun. It has flaws, but there isn't any other mech game out there that comes close to it. If you're a Gundam fan or just a mech nerd, I highly recommend getting this game with the recommended DLCs whenever they're on sale. The best part about this game, it's usually always on sale, so just be patient if you're ever interested on getting the game itself or its DLCs. So while we wait for Gundam Wing to make its big anniversary comeback, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries will give you everything you need: explosions, chaos, and enough metal carnage to keep you satisfied.
With you.
Incoming missile.
What's the component of that mercenary?
Incoming missile. Ammo explosion detected. Ammo explosion detected.
Mayday! Component lost! Need defensive support! Ejecting! Get us the hell out of here, Rihanna.
Extracting you now.